Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and you're watching me tonight on Bowdabra. So I just got in their Patriotic Ribbon collection. This came yesterday, and Dad actually sent me a picture because I was in Vermont. We took a little trip for the weekend to Vermont, and Dad actually opened it and sent me a picture, and look at those ribbons, you guys. So as you come in, let us know where you're watching from. I haven't even opened them, and the reason I haven't done so is because I want to show you guys exactly what they're like, so, you guys can see what you're going to get, And the nice thing is that the bags even come individually labeled, talking about, like, the safety hazards. So it just goes to show how much effort and thought was put into these. So they all appear to be great quality. So I'm kind of excited. So, Dad, which one is your favorite? We have three burlap ribbons. We also have a couple plaid, and then we also have this 2.5 inch, and we have a couple rustic. You guys know I'm a huge rustic fan. This one especially.
I love that one.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love that one, yeah.
I love that one too. So let us know what your favorite is. Dad, which one's your favorite?
I'm going to have to go with that one.
This one?
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite. I think this one's actually my favorite, believe it or not. I don't know. I love this one, the 2.5 inch. So we're going to put all three to use tonight, and I'm excited to see how they turn out. So here's the Bowdabras. For those of you just tuning in, and as I said, come in, let us know where you're watching from. Thank you, Pam, for sharing. Hi, Tracy, welcome. Joan, we have the mini Bowdabra. Look at how cute that is. This is great for hair bows and stuff like that. We also do a few smaller bows, so we're going to show you guys how to use this. Here we have our large Bowdabra. This is perfect for every kind of bow imaginable. And, of course, we have our gold wire.
So and 100-yard spools.
100-yard spools, that's right. So as you guys come in, also comment down below if you would like to win a free roll of ribbon. I know we have tons of viewers that tune in that are regulars, and if you're a regular, you know the routine by now. Bowdabra chooses one lucky winner at the end and sends you a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. So we're going to take our wire, place it inside like so, like that. Now what we're going to do is, which ribbon do we want to work in? Let's do a funky bow to start off with. So we are going to create a patriotic wreath. So hands up if you're excited about that. I know I certainly am. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to, look at how pretty that is. It's kind of like a dark navy. And then we also have it in a red version as well.
Beautiful ribbon. Hi, Edna. Thank you guys for joining us.
And these are 50-yard spools. So everything besides the smaller rolls are 10 yards. But these are 50-yard spools. So these all here are 10 yards. And then we have 3 big ones. So you can order your kits with the ribbon. You can order it without the ribbon. You can just buy your Bowdabra. Hi, Joe from Arkansas. Yes, so also Bowdabra has shared our affiliate link. So you can purchase all of your products there. So if you have a Bowdabra, chances are you're probably not going to need to order one for a very, very long time. But if you do need one, you can purchase it with the ribbons or without. So we're going to start with our tails, Dad. Let's cut 2 long tails. We'll do 1 blue, and we'll just do 1 red.
Doing the funky one you said, Nick?
We're going to start with the funky, but this funky is going to have longer tails in it as well. So now we're just going to take our ribbons, fold them in half, and just place them in. I didn't even really measure them, just kind of roughly found the midway point, like so. See how we have our longer tails now? Now what we're going to do, and I see we're at almost 250 viewers. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to take our ribbon, create a loop, just kind of eyeball it. This is about a 4.5 inch loop. We're going to do about 6 to 8 inch tails or so. See what we did there? What we're going to do is just, if you have them all pre-cut, all you have to do is just take them, pinch them, and place them into your Bowdabra. So the tail lengths don't have to be the same, you guys. If you want them to be, you absolutely can kind of just, measure them out. Doesn't have to be the same size, though. That's one thing I can stress. Place it into your Bowdabra like so. Hey, welcome. Come back in with the blue. So let us know what your favorite kind of patriotic decor is. So me, I've always been a rustic guy no matter what, holiday or season it is. Dad is a lot more colorful, a lot more cheerful than I am. I prefer kind of more muted tones. But all of these ribbons are the perfect ribbons for, the 4th of July, Veterans Day, you name it. Just to show your patriotism, this works great. So we're going to come back in with another loop, right?
Joe says she loves your funky bows.
Thank you, Joe. See what we did? We just pinch, place inside, and you're good to go. So you can kind of stretch it out to make the loop size similar if you want. If you don't, it'll still turn out just as beautiful. And I see we're nearing 300 viewers. Thank you all so much for liking and sharing. And also, don't forget, Bowdabra has their own group. So, you know, feel free to join. Bowdabra will share the link as well, their fan gallery. They have an app too. They have, you know, hundreds upon hundreds of, or even thousands of videos at this point. They're kind of like me, you know, they've been doing tons and tons of videos. So if, you know, this video doesn't click, one of their videos absolutely will. So we're going to come back in with our final layer. We did 2. You know what? Let's do 1 more blue. Might as well, right, Dad? Let's make this into a really spectacular looking bow.
Yes, sir.
All right, so our final bow, or final loop. Just pinch, cut off your tails. Now we can put these 2 ribbons to the side for now. Take it and just place it inside. So now, this is a question I get asked a lot. How do I kind of tie off my ribbons? So here we have a wire. Since we folded the wire in half, we're going to have a loop on one end and 2 open ends on the other where, you know, they're cut. So we're just going to take it. If this was the opposite direction, doesn't matter either, because all you're going to do is take the open end, place it through the loop in the middle, right? Hold on to your bow and tighten, and that's it. So it's not tied off yet. We just created a slip knot. So we're going to take these 2 wires, give them another little pull, bring them to the back of our bow, and tie it off. I see we're over 300 viewers. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hey, Joyce. Hi, Danae. Teresa loves the colors. Me too. All right, so perfect bow. Now is the most important step, one of the most important steps, is going to be dovetailing. And then what I consider to be the most important step is fluffing. So if you don't fluff your bows, no matter the quality of the ribbon, it's not going to look right. So always make sure to give it an extra minute or 2 to really fluff the heck out of them, to bring them kind of to life. So go ahead throughout. All of these tails are different lengths, not going to matter in the end. I think that just adds to the beauty of them, to be honest. And I often don't dovetail the shorter tails, the longer tails rather. So usually just the tails within the heart of the bow. So we got a couple left to do. Can you use any other wire besides Bowdabra? So you absolutely can, Pam. Bowdabra wire is great because it's lightweight, but it's also incredibly sturdy because they do have a coating on the outside. And you can order your Bowdabra wire through our affiliate link in the comments section. It's pinned in the comments. But you can, if you already have wire, you can use that as well. Clean up our tails a little bit. Hey, Marianne. Now what we can do is make sure I dovetailed all of them, because with Dad, I never seem to do it. Pull our longer tails down, get them out of our way. Now we can start fluffing each and every loop. Spend a couple extra seconds, you guys, really to bring it to life, and your bow will look great.
I love the ribbon.
I do too. I think that dark navy instead of a brighter blue looks perfect with everything. What do you think, Dad? Do you like that dark navy color
I love
too?
it, yeah.
So fluff, fluff, fluff. Pull those tails down. Open up those loops.
Hi, Mary from Ireland.
Hey, Mary. Ireland. That is on, you know, my bucket list. 2 places I would love to visit, Ireland and Germany. So let us know where you guys are from. So as I said earlier, we did spend the weekend in Vermont. We left Friday. We came home Sunday. And I missed you all so much that I went live on my business page last night. Me and Dad created, what did we create last night? Ladybug.
Ladybug.
2 ladybug centerpieces, actually, which turned out really cute. We didn't add any ribbon to it, though. All right.
That's beautiful.
What do you guys think? Obviously, a little bit more fluffing will really take this bow to the next level, but I don't want to, you know, just stick with one bow this whole time. I want to be able to show you guys as many different types as possible. So show some hearts if you guys love that. The mix of ribbons is gorgeous. Thank you, Lori. I agree. I'm so happy that, you know, all of these ribbons look so great. Dad sent the picture yesterday. He said, you got a box in. And I was like, I didn't expect anything to come in. But it's the ribbon, which is so cool. Look at how pretty that bow is. So let us know what you think of that. This is a funky bow with longer tails to really create a nice, powerful statement. Perfect for wreaths, perfect for, you know, your staircase, wherever you would like, that would look great. So now let's come back in with our 10-yard spools. Clarine would love to win. Our Monday was great. Thank you for asking, Marianne. Yes, everybody let us know how your weekend went, too. So let's open all of these up and show you guys what they actually look like, because I think they're going to be great, great quality just from looking at them. So, open them up. We can also remove the plastic at this point. Oh, yes, Dad. Can you see that?
Very
it's
nice.
Kind of a loose weave. Perfect, you guys. So as I said, you can order these with your Bowdabra, or you can order them separately. That's the nice thing is that Bowdabra knows that some of you guys already have your Bowdabra, and you know there's no need to just make it exclusive with it.
I like that blue. Wow.
Isn't that a pretty blue? Look at that.
It's a nice blue.
So what should we do? I know what we're gonna do with this. You guys are gonna be in for a treat. Ready? We're gonna take our Bowdabra, cut another length of wire. I'm gonna make sure to cut a long enough piece because these ribbons are thick, and when we start twisting, we don't want to run into the issue of not having enough wire to finish off our bow. So we're gonna just take that, place it in the middle underneath our Bowdabra. I like to tuck them away. So should we start with the blue, Dad, or the red? Let's start with the blue. I think the blue would look really pretty. So for this, we're gonna also cut some long and medium-sized tails. So I'm gonna cut one long tail like this, right? Place that underneath, and then start creating our loops. So for this bow, we're going to do 3 loops. There's one. There's our other one. We're going to do 3 on either side. And if you wanted to measure these out, you can. You can also just lift them to the middle like that and see if they're the same length. For this bow, I do want to be a little bit more particular than other techniques, just because this is going to be a little bit more of a uniform bow. But even then, you guys, I don't put too much thought into it. If you're slightly off, you're not going to notice in the end anyway. There's our second loop of each.
Everybody loves the blue. It's beautiful.
It's a pretty blue. It's kind of like a royal blue, I'd say. Come back in with another loop, and our final loop of blue on this side.
The ribbons are from Bowdabra.
Yes, this is Bowdabra. You can order in the comment section. They have pinned the comment. Done with that roll of ribbon. Now we can pull those tails down. Let me stand up while I do this. Give you guys a better view. All right. Pull these tails down. Come back in with the red now. So now we're going to cut another length of tails. You can place it in your Bowdabra if you want to kind of eyeball the length. So this is going to be a little bit shorter. These are only going to be about 10-inch tails on either side. And I see we're at almost 400 viewers. Keep those likes and shares coming, you guys. Now, Dad, we're going to do 2 loops of this on either side. And that's it. And these loops are only going to be about 2.5, 3 inches max. Like so. So hands up if I've inspired you to purchase your Bowdabra. As I've said before, it's perfect if you have arthritis, carpal tunnel, or just need an extra hand, or if you struggle with bow making. This is the tool that I highly recommend to all of you. We are done with the red. Now we're going to come back in with our beige. Let's see how this bow turns out, Dad. I have no idea what we're doing. No idea at all, but I think it'll turn out nice.
Missy
says,
says,
doesn't, you'll never see it again.
Missy says, happy Monday fun day with Nick and family.
Yes, Monday fun day, you guys. The best day of the week. Now what we're going to do is just finish off our bow. You can also do this. Well, let's just do it like we usually do. It always works. Why change it if it works? So, create your final loop. Place it inside.
Nick's famous little button.
My little button, yes. We use the beige. And I see we're at almost 410 viewers. Thank you, guys. This is the Bowdabra wand. So I very rarely use it. We like to keep it real with you guys. But if you do tree toppers and you really need to compress your ribbons down, this tool is very handy because, you can just use it like that. We never really fill our Bowdabras to the max, so I like to just use my hands. Take your wires, pull them to the middle. 440. Wow, thank you, everyone. Again, if you're just tuning in, comment down below. Bowdabra is giving away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. Do you know the color choices, Dad?
I believe they're red, gold, and silver.
That's right. Take your wires, bring them to the back. See, that's why I cut enough wire. See how bulky that is?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you deal with burlap ribbon, which is great. You want a thick bow, but you want to make sure you have enough ribbon, wire. Make sure you give it a couple good ties, and there's your bow. Or is it, Dad?
Nope.
No. So for this bow, you know what? Let's dovetail them too. I think that'll look pretty. So we'll just take the ends, fold them in half, and cut from the middle out towards the wired edge to all of them. Very simply.
You didn't miss one last time, Nick.
Well, there's only 6 on this one.
Let's see if you can keep the streak going.
There's only 6. If I mess up on 6, Dad, there's something wrong with me. All right. Pull those tails down. You see how we have that layered with the tails? I think that looks really nice. Pull these down. Now I'm just going to place my finger in the middle loop just to hold my bow apart. Fluff the big 3 blue ones on the outside, on either side. right?
Yep.
Then we're going to just pull those 2 red ones to either side.
Where can they buy the Bowdabra, Nick?
So you guys can order everything in our affiliate link. They have it pinned in the comment section. So now we can just cut off that little excess of that burlap because it is so thick. We don't need such a long tail for that. Then we can open up that middle loop and look at that bow, Dad. That turned out awesome, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Pull those tails down. And you guys will see what it looks like once we send Bowdabra pictures. But look at how pretty that is. What do you guys think? Show some hearts if that's not the perfect bow. Look at that. Something different too, right?
It's nice.
I don't think we've ever done something with
Good idea.
lengths of tails like that. See, just think. Think outside the box, you guys. If it turns out great, then you know you can do it in the future. And if you don't like it, you never have to do it again, right? You didn't waste too much ribbon. You can do 3, 4 of these bows from one roll. And I think that just turned out beautiful. What do you guys think? Gorgeous bow. Would love to win ribbon. Awesome, Bernie. I think that looks so pretty.
It does.
So that's their burlap ribbon collection. Now we're going to do a rustic. And then lastly, we'll come back in. Well, should I do the rustic for the wreath or should I do the other one? So here's the flowers we're going to be using tonight, you guys.
So you could use that checkered one that you
We
like.
could use this one.
Yeah.
I mean, either one will work. So
Yeah.
let's create one more bow, and then we can switch to our wreath bow and then design our wreath. How's that sound? Sound good? Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
All right, so we'll cut another length of our wire.
And Jenkins would love to win. Everybody wants to win.
Everybody wants to win. Awesome. So if you kind of pull it out too much, just do this. And then what Yaya does, because she's just the cutest little thingy, she actually just cuts a little slit. So if you do have your Bowdabra wire, just cut a little slit into it. Where'd she cut the slit? There. I kind of just tore that. But let's cut another little slit. See? Just cut a little slit.
Holds the wire, yeah.
And it holds the wire. Like that. See that, you guys? How simple is that? So simple. So we have our length of wire cut. Let's place it. See the little slit on the top? We're going to just place our wire into that. Yes, you can purchase the ribbon kit without the without the wire and without the Bowdabra. You can just purchase the ribbons if you want. So for this Bowdabra, what do you want to see?
Traditional one.
You want to do a traditional?
Do a traditional.
All right, let's do a traditional. We'll cut some long tails for this bow. What a beautiful ribbon. Can't
Beautiful.
go over that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Is that 2.5 inch, Nick?
This is a 2.5 inch. Look at you guys.
Beautiful.
Dad's starting to memorize everything. Dovetail these. Dad wants to see traditional, so we'll take our tails, place them into our Bowdabra like so, and start creating our loops. So I take my ribbon, I place it upside down.
This one's the big Bowdabra, the mama bear.
Yes, this is the large. So here's the mini.
That's
And
the
if we have time, we'll create a bow using the mini. But we might, be on crunch time because we are creating a beautiful wreath. So all I did was I just took my ribbon, reversed it. This is a perfect ribbon to demonstrate with you guys because the back side is not printed. So another thing too, any tool, scissors, I use scissors backwards, you guys. I take my scissors and I cut like this. Look.
Whatever way you grab it.
I cut like that. So what happens is people complain about that, but if you have a tool or anything in this world, you're going to have to figure out how to use it best for your hand. So I like to rotate my Bowdabra. I know tons of designers keep their Bowdabra stable like this and move the ribbon. I like to just twist. I think it's easier that way. If it's not easier for you that way, what you can always do too is just twist your ribbons. So just figure out what works best for you and then go from there. That's 3 loops.
Shirley says, always learn something from you, Nick, by slitting the ribbon thing.
Oh, thank you, Shirley. All right, there's 4 now, right? No, that's 3. We'll do 4 or 5. We want to make sure this is a nice bow, right?
It's a nice thick ribbon, huh, Nick?
Very nice quality. Every ribbon that we've used tonight is great quality. So they really did a great job putting this collection together. Yay, Dad. People are commenting, right? Isn't it great knowing Dad's getting the hang of it? Dad's not a crafter by any means, but, it goes to show that even if, you feel as though you're not crafty or you don't have a green thumb or whatever the case may be, you can always learn. There's no way that you're never going to get the hang of it because Dad's gotten the hang of it. Dad's made some pretty wreaths in his, 2 that he's made.
I'm not a crafter, but I enjoy the craft.
Yes, but he knows, he's starting to learn. So put your wires to the middle, pull through again. Ann says, Nick is so wise for his age. Thank you, Ann. And Ann, I hope you enjoyed the ribbon that you won on our giveaway. Pull your ribbons tight. Create a knot from behind.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Take your tails, throw them in your trash.
Thank you, Jan.
Look, we're staying on top of things too, Dad. There's no little tails on my table.
No.
So we did 5 on this side, 4 on the other side. So it doesn't have to be even. You don't have to do the same amount of loops. It's not going to matter, you guys. Use what you want. You can always fluff it and bring it to life anyway. So don't sit there and stress if you cut it off and you only have 5 on one side, 4 on the other. Who cares? It'll still look beautiful. I mean, look at that, right?
I missed the name, sorry, but they said they bought a Lazy Susan for $3 at Target, I think, and that turns the Bowdabra. That's a great idea.
Listen to that, you guys. You hear that? A Lazy Susan.
Wow, I could actually picture that. That's awesome.
I know. That's a great idea. I think we're a little too jumpy for that, though. I think with the way, I do things, I just, toss things around that. My Bowdabra, I'll spin it so fast it'll fly across the room. But hey, you guys, it's solid. It'll last. If I throw it across the room, it won't break. All right, there's that bow. How pretty is that?
Sandy thought it was a great idea, too. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Think outside the box. See, that goes to show, right? All right, there's that bow. Traditional 2.5 inch. So lots of you have been asking about 2.5 inch. There you go. Now we're going to do a funky bow without longer tails. So that's going to be our wreath bow for tonight. So we're going to cut our plastic off. Throw it out. Now what we can do, that's a pretty ribbon too.
I know. I'd have a hard time picking between these ribbons tonight. They're all amazing.
Well, thank gosh they all come in one big kit. Now we're going to cut a length of wire off. Love watching you create and hear you and your dad interaction while creating your beautiful crafts. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. As I've said before, you guys, the biggest compliment, the biggest thing you guys can, the biggest tip, if you will, for what we do here is when you let us know you enjoy it, because we enjoy you guys so much, and hopefully it's reciprocated. But now we're just going to create loops with tails. But for this bow, like I said, we're not going to be adding any longer tails. So it's just going to be the tails that are within our bow. Place them into your Bowdabra and repeat that process over and over again. Another thing you can do too is just place your tail into the Bowdabra, create your loop, and then cut off. So that's another option too.
Hi, Kim. Yes, Yaya's feeling much better. Thank you for asking. Her voice is getting stronger every day.
Thank you guys for asking. I haven't made an update on Yaya, but yeah, she's doing much, much better. Her voice is, I'd say,
still raspy, but
yeah. A little rasp to it, but she should be getting back on the right track, very soon. She's already made such a great little recovery. All right. See, that's a shorter tail. It's not going to matter, you guys.
Perrette got a new phone, and she says the picture is awesome watching you. That's awesome.
Awesome. Yes, that's what we like to hear. Hopefully the quality is great. So definitely enjoy the lessons and banter with Dad. Thank you, Kathy. All right. Let's do 1 or 2 more. Let's make this into a super kind of luxurious bow.
Don't forget to say you guys want to win the ribbon.
Yes, crunch time now, you guys. So if you would like to win, now's the time to let us know, because Bowdabra will be choosing one lucky winner in a couple minutes or so. So that looks good enough for me. We did, I'm going to flip that side. So I'm going to take this loop and place it on this side. So we have 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Let's just do 1 more loop, and then we are done. I want to make sure it's decent enough for the wreath. All right, our final loop. Did we get through every roll of ribbon? We did. Wow, Dad. Take your tails.
Good stuff, Nick. You're doing good. Some nice bows. Can't wait to see your wreath now.
I'm excited. We're going to just take our tails now, or wire, pull it tight, flip the bow over, and I like to tie from behind. You can cut from the surface if you wanted to. Now, I'm actually going to secure this to the wreath before we start dovetailing. So here's our wreath. What size wreath is this, Dad?
14-inch. I can't see. Wait. Oh, no, it's 18-inch.
You can't see. Look at the size of it.
Well, on camera, it looks small.
So it's an 18-inch. Let's do our usual. We're going to take our bow and place it in the upper left.
You tricked me because you asked me for 14 inches a little while ago.
I did ask him, so I'll let that one slide, you guys. I did ask him probably 20 minutes, no, probably an hour or so ago. because we did do a new design for Nick's exclusive wreath community, and I didn't have any 14-inch down here, so we had some upstairs. Dad brought some in for me. So I just tied it to the wreath. I cut off the excess wire. You don't need any of that wire showing. Now what we can do is dovetail. So I'm going to dovetail all of these tails, and then after we can work in our flowers, we can work in our greenery, whatever other goodies we want to add to it. All right. So our winner for tonight is Lori Keiko. So congratulations, Lori.
Congratulations.
Send Bowdabra a message. Let's all congratulate Lori. Send Bowdabra a message, and they will send you your free roll of ribbon. So as I've been saying before, Bowdabra gives away a free roll of ribbon each and every Monday. We are live on Bowdabra every Monday at, what time? 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, I think we have a couple tails left, but I want to make sure I'm not missing any because I won't hear the end of it with Dad. So got to double, triple check. It's another tail. And I think we have one more after this. One more. All right, our last tail. Then we can give our bow a quick fluff. I usually like to fluff my bows at the very, very end of designing.
Someone asked a question about a flower, Nick. I don't know if you can see it, but I didn't see it. I only saw a couple of words for some reason.
Yes, I'll look for it. I haven't tried the crazy bow. It looks amazing. Thank you, Erica. Would love to win the ribbon. Had a comment that I'm not sure it showed up for you. Can I use a smaller flower like carnations for a supplement to hydrangeas? Too late to order and not available where I live. So B, I believe you are talking about our patriotic class that we're hosting. And if you're talking about that, any substitutions will work. So, I said that to all of you guys, whatever you have on hand, whatever you're able to order, that goes true for everything. And I think it really adds a nice personal touch when you kind of make it your own too. So there's our bow. We'll just fluff that out quickly. Then we can work in our flowers. And I'll always, give it a couple extra minutes when we're finished with the video to really give everything a good fluff.
What a beautiful ribbon.
All right, so let's work in our flowers. We have some of these. You know what these are, Dad?
Nope.
No? All right, poppies. I'll give you that one. So these are red poppies.
Red poppy.
Yes, and poppies, I've never loved the red variety of them because they always just look like red tulips to me. But these are very pretty, so see how pretty those are? Now we'll just take some of these and work them around.
I pretty much love all flowers.
Yeah, I do too. There's just a few that stand out in my brain that I don't absolutely love. In fresh floral form and artificial. So the ones that come to mind for me, Dad, are going to include Gerbera daisies. You love Gerberas.
Yeah.
They even real flowers. They just look a little too perfect to me, so I don't love them for that reason. I think that's the only flower I don't really care for that much.
Samantha just added you to her favorites, so she said maybe she'll see a lot more of your lives now.
Awesome,
That's awesome.
Samantha. Yes. So this is actually, we're actually live on Bowdabra's page tonight. Like I said, we go live here every Monday, which we look forward to very, very much. So we're just going to circulate with a few red flowers. Now we can kind of give our bow another quick little fluff, pull those loops apart. Give everything a fluff. Okay. Would love to win. Yeah, so Bowdabra, next week we will be doing another giveaway. But also be sure to follow Bowdabra. Like I said, they have hundreds of tutorials. If, you want to learn how to do hair bows, other techniques, whatever your heart desires. If you want to use, 5, 6 ribbons, Bowdabra has so many different videos over the years that they, have created. And we are going to have a video released with Bowdabra at some point, you guys. It was supposed to, debut last Wednesday, but we did kind of get caught up with our patriotic class that we, hosted. That's taking place this weekend. So in the next few days, and I'll let you guys know, and I'll let Bowdabra know as well, exactly when that tutorial will be out. But it's going to be it is a pre-recorded video that shows you guys step by step how to make, beautiful bows using your Bowdabra. So I'm looking forward to that video, and maybe we'll add a couple extra clips, including, the new ribbons that we got from this collection, so you guys can see.
Someone said they submitted a payment for the your thing, Nick. I'm brain dead.
So if you did, make sure
and
that
they haven't
you
received
requested
anything.
the group, or you can just email us. We can talk later about that. But we're just gonna place a few more pieces inside. What do you guys think of that? Hello, vacationing in Florida. Great to catch you live. Well, thank you, Mary, for joining us on your vacation. You should be out on the beach in Florida right now. You guys are probably having great weather. All right, so see how this ribbon's kind of a little bit more loose? I think that looks nice having it kind of wavy a little bit. All right, so we just worked in a few red flowers and a few white flowers and a very simple wreath that cost, you know, pennies on the dollar. We used 1 bush of each, and that's what we ended up with. So very simple wreath. We also created a few more bows. We have the wreath. We have our traditional 2.5-inch bow, and all of the ribbons are from the ribbon collection with Bowdabra. You can order through the comment section. This is my favorite.
That's my favorite. I was just going to say that's my favorite.
That's my favorite bow. I can't wait to take pictures of that. And everything will be refluffed again. And this is the 1.5-inch combo plaid and a funky bow with long tails. So again, we will have pictures of all of these released. This is a beautiful ribbon too. That's probably my favorite ribbon, this one. But this is probably my favorite technique bow-wise. What do you guys think? I mean, just look at that.
That's
right?
my favorite,
Doesn't that look
yeah.
Great. So thank you all so very much for watching us on Bowdabra. I'm Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor. We will see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Sandy, for having us as a guest on Bowdabra, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.